Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of Eastside Dave Sports with your host, Eastside Dave McDonald, and our very special guest tonight, Flutesy. Now, without further ado, let's throw it over to the master of sports, Mr. Eastside David McDonald.
Oh my God.
Master. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Wow, that was a lot of material, David.
that was the worst introduction you've ever done. And you've been doing introductions now for quite some time. The name of the show is Davey Mac Sports. It's not Eastside Dave Sports. There's a fucking graphic that your goddamn eyeballs could just read off the fucking computer screen. It's Davey Mac Sports. You see, the important thing about an announcer, Roy, is to at the very least get the name of the goddamn show they're announcing on. Correct.
Hold on a second.
I'd say the important thing about an announcer is the ability to announce. Right?
Yes.
Right, David?
Yes.
Okay.
Announce cleanly, thoroughly, without mistake. The name of the show is Davey Mac Sports, not Eastside Dave Sports. I don't even fucking know who Eastside Dave is anymore.
Okay, let me try.
The name of the show isn't on the email.
You should know the name of the show without it being on the fucking email, Roy.
Okay, we have a very special guest on today, Flutesy for the Eastside Dave Show Sports Program, Mac. Right?
Okay, all right. And you kind of fucked it up, but you were better. So this is the reignited, the brand new, and I gotta tell you, all of the Eastside Davidians and all of the dogsies out there, and I've trademarked that because I called someone dogsie the other day, and someone said, "What are you taking from Louis J. Gomez?" I go, "I've been calling people dogsie. I've been calling people dogsie when Louis J. Gomez was 4 years old. Don't be fucking telling me." It's the same guys like, you're kind of like Pat McAfee. I go, Pat McAfee is like me, assholes. That's like calling Chuck Berry a Keith Richards ripoff. Get your fucking timeline straight, you motherfucker.
But anyway, in your defense, they're saying that you're younger.
You just hold on. I'm going to get to you in a second.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye.
This is the part where I fucking talk.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you drink that IPA, lady. Now, Roy Harter, I'm going to excuse this because currently you're doing this for free. But one more mistake like that, there's going to be hell to pay, my man.
I apologize. Hey, David, if you want, I can cut it together for you. I can re-record it and then fly it back in at a later date.
No, it's unnecessary. We need to move on with the program. But here it is. The name of the show.
I can fix shit in post if you want. Don't forget that.
The name of this fucking thing is Davey Mac Sports. It's brand new. Everyone quiet down and let me just fucking get this goddamn train of thought through.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for choosing to spend your evening watching the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Just everyone, please. I've been getting tons of emails, messages, just insane comments on the YouTube section. People are loving Davey Mac Sports. Comments such as "Dreams do come true." "This is a miracle." "This is the best thing that's ever happened." "Thank God 2021 and 2020 were a shit show. Thank God for this." One guy said, "You've saved my life. You saved my..." He was thinking about killing himself. I'm not even kidding. It's on fucking Facebook.
Too,
So my point is, this is unbelievable. We've rebooted. Make sure you're reigniting your Davey Mac Sports feeds, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Music, YouTube, EastsideDaveCountry.com, and make sure you're reigniting your Yaddle Chattel and Watchers feeds. That's our movie feed. But now I can say, Roy Harter, it's good to see you, and our special guest in the house. I can finally fucking get to it. Flutesy!
Hello!
Holy shit, this became like the Eastside Dave show.
Oh my God. Huh?
This is becoming like the Eastside Dave show all over again.
I
am 2 seconds away from getting a gun and shooting my fucking computer screen.
No, don't do that. Make sure you're shooting Roy's screen, not mine.
How are you, Flutesy? Louisa?
God. How aren't I?
The modeling career going very well. I always see the shots on the old Instagram there.
Yes. Well, I've been shooting a lot. I've been published in even more magazines now.
Would you like to give a plug? Would you like to plug yourself? And that's not a fucking Me Too comment. when I say, would you like to plug yourself? Because I know the fucking assholes, now that the comment section is on YouTube, they're going to run with that. So go plug your ass for a second. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Plug my ass. Well, usually.
I mean, plug your projects. What did I say?
Oh, I see. Okay.
I said plug your projects.
Okay. So, well, it's really just, it's just like I'm posting it on Instagram when it comes out. I'm waiting for the tier sheets because the thing is, you submit your photos right to these like magazines and then they like accept or not. And then there's like a publication date. So I'm just waiting for that to hit. And then I get the tier sheets or tear sheets. I don't know how people, what the fuck? Can you see that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see you.
Oh, you can see. Okay, good. No, because I got a notification and I wasn't sure if you guys saw it.
Anyway, talk.
Sorry. So yeah, just waiting for that. And then I, just kind of announce it on my Instagram, Luisa, my first name, and my real last name, Ladeveze, which I'm sure will be, in the description below.
Okay. Well, this sounds good. What else?
Yeah. So just working on that, still trying to get the right agency for me. What else am I trying to do? I'm trying to take like acting classes. So I'm like looking into that because I don't know. I think like, just fuck it. Why not?
Why not?
Like I can do it.
Why not?
You can do it. Chase your dream. Chase your dream.
So,
you deserve it.
So if anybody's a casting director and you're watching this right now, hit me up because I could be the funny girl and
Hold on. Just so you know, I know at least 3 casting directors. Now you're gonna have to go on a couch in Los Angeles. I'm not sure what's gonna happen to you from there.
Dave, she doesn't have to go to Los Angeles. She can just go to Yonkers.
You could go to Yonkers.
Who's in Yonkers?
Me. I'll cast you in something. Come audition on my couch.
Okay. That's the point. The casting directors we know tend to be, from Hustler and UJIS and those kinds of filmmaking.
I mean, wasn't J-Lo in Hustler? So I feel like I have a shot.
I don't think J-Lo was in Hustler with her.
Cardi B. No, wait.
Cardi B sounds likely.
Are we talking? What movie are we talking about?
Playboy, not Hustler. Let's go on to the first fucking topic. Fuck Cardi B, motherfucker. John Pine on Twitter gives me a heads up. I have to give John Pine that respect because he says, Davey Mac, you know who's fucking with you? The Dan Patrick Sports Show. And this is the point that I've said time and time again. I'm not paranoid. These things keep happening. People who work at Sport, ESPN, or fucking YouTube, or this or that, or Pete Holmes, who took my goddamn blanket sketch, on and on and on. They fucking watch Eastside Dave on fucking YouTube or wherever, and then they fucking take his shit. For what? 6 years. I've been doing the gratuitous talk show monologue, really shitty, bad monologue with the canned laughter on purpose. And now who has a new idea? A brand new idea on the Dan Patrick Show that's causing all kinds of buzz. Fucking. Do we got the video?
Who do we got to beat up?
Listen to this. Watch this.
Take it away, Robert.
He will. Just do, he's working on it.
He will.
He's going to. Here we go. Here we go. Dan Patrick Sports, and it was his producer. I don't know what the producer.
Late night talk show sports monologue. I don't know what this is.
I did this once or twice before.
Okay.
I'm taking like a Jimmy Fallon or a Seth Meyers or a Jimmy Kimmel, and they do their late night monologue, and often
pause.
Do not lump them in with you. That's not
pause or not.
Explaining.
That's terrible.
It's literally what I've done for 6 years, and he's doing this. Jimmy Kimmel, and those guys, and who the guy who fucking did this has been doing this for 6 fucking years. Cunt bag, cunt fuck bag.
Wait, that's
Dan
not good.
And by the way, I know Dan Patrick doesn't know anything about me or my fucking shows, but his fucking producers do, because that's how they work at ESPN and Barstool and Deadspin. They watch the fucking genius and they steal. Go ahead, Robert. Press play with this fat fuck.
What this is, it's a late night monologue, but this is just based on sports topics. of the day, cheesy late night jokes.
And you're asking for criticism.
I am.
You are.
And it's not supposed to be good.
Did you send it to Paul like
I hate this guy so much. He's now not making this a funny segment because he's over explaining it. It's gonna be bad jokes on purpose, and yes, we fucking get it, stupid. I gave 300 fucking stupid, gratuitous, bad talk show monologues on purpose.
You're gonna get an aneurysm. Calm down.
I can't calm down. I
Let
can't
him go.
calm down.
Let him get it out of his system.
I cannot calm down with some fat fuck takes my shit, puts it on Dan Patrick on a national goddamn show, and because Dan Patrick's 78 years old, his fucking Alzheimer's ass doesn't fucking know that his goddamn fucking minions are stealing from me, but they all do. Here's more proof. Go ahead, Robert.
Oh no.
Okay, there's protocol that. Okay. Now I'm not going to tell you again. Next time, send it to Paul so he can look at it.
Just do the segment, you unfunny cunts.
One day.
And then I bailed on it.
Okay,
There's all kinds of red lines and X's all across.
Standing by.
Do
bad
it.
Late night talk show sports monologues. Here's Todd Fritz.
Welcome to the Late Night Dan Patrick Show, everybody. I'm sure you've heard by now. Tiger Woods is giving his surgically repaired leg a go at the Masters. The big concern seems to be his ability to get up those steep mounds. According to our sources on the Strip, Candy, Bubbles, Anastasia.
Well, I got to tell you one thing, David. The guy's got no charisma, so this is
the guy sucks so much fucking ass.
Yeah.
You know what, Robert? Thank you so much. I don't want. You all got the point. You all got the point. I can't watch anymore because the guy's got no charisma, no delivery, and he just fucking took my thing, which always happens, and then he passes it off as his own when I've been doing it for 6 years, and way better and funnier. Why Gino Bisconti says it's the best monologue on late night TV. How about that? How about the fact that these people respect what I do because it was original, and I'll go, you see, the jokes are supposed to be bad on purpose. Also, if you're doing a fucking Tiger Woods joke, for Christ's sakes, how long was that? A Tiger Woods joke would be, hey, Tiger finished 13 over at the Masters the other day. His short game was good, but he couldn't drive. Boom! Dan Patrick, ESPN, Barstool, Deadspin. All you gotta do is pay me, cunts. You guys obviously love what I do because every fucking producer on your goddamn fucking networks and channels steal my shit consistently and have been for a decade. How about this? How about fucking growing a sack and saying this guy's a fucking creative whirlwind and we're gonna fucking pay him to do the genius shit for us. That's all it takes. Stop stealing from me. Dan Patrick, you're on the Shizer list.
Shizer! You're the one to read this, Shizer!
And Dan Patrick's fat fuck of a producer, you're on the Shizer list.
Shizer! Shizer! You're the one to read this, Shizer!
I ain't taking it anymore. I ain't taking it anymore. I'm not some piece of ass. Well, I mean, wait, what?
I'm not, David.
I meant to say I'm not an ass, not piece of ass. Piece of ass implies attraction.
I'm not some piece of ass.
I'm a piece of ass.
Do what the fuck I need to do, okay?
I meant to say I'm not an ass, and I said piece of ass. Maybe I do suck after that fucking flub. You know what?
That's all right.
Maybe I am a piece of ass, which is why they call me, Roy, the ass master.
Master! He's the one that we wipe after!
He's the one that we wipe after, is what I believe he said. Disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, Flutesy, what do you think? I mean, look, either I'm being paranoid or here's what I always tell people. People are like, okay, Dave, they're not really watching your shit. Blah,
no,
blah,
but
blah,
you know what?
Yes, they are. Hold on, time out. Hey, yes, they are. Not Dan Patrick himself. I understand that. All the fucking minions and the producers and the interns in the world do watch my shit, and then they fucking do it. But that's A. But B, even if they don't, right? Even if no one has ever stolen a thing from me, it just means that I'm innovative and more brilliant because I beat everyone to the punch time and time again.
Yes, 100%. I completely agree. I mean, I can't imagine that, when you're doing sports shows and your stuff is all over the internet for years now. So it's easily like Google searchable, right? So like whoever the interns are, whoever anybody's doing, like, the first thing you want to do is like look up, okay, sports shows podcasts, blah, 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 internet shows, like who's doing what. And then you're going to see your name come up. So it's just like, I find it hard to believe that no one ever who's like in this business has ever seen your stuff. You know what I mean?
They're lying.
So
I know for a fact. I have two connections. I have a connection. I'm not going to say his name, but his first name is Mike. His first initial is R. Works for WFAN. I also have another connection at ESPN. Both of them told me that the people watch my shit. Both.
Oh, well, then if you have, yeah. So if you have a connection at that, I mean, then there's nothing to discuss. It's obvious.
Because I do rants like this, and it frightens them, and they work. ESPN is owned by Disney, and they think that fucking Freddy Krueger is going to sodomize Mickey Mouse if ESPN gives him a job somehow. So that's why they're all afraid of David. I said, "Oh fuck." Do people not understand? For the last 8 years, I've been working. I've been the #1 morning radio host in New Jersey. I haven't gotten fired. I haven't cursed on the air. I haven't, said I'm gonna fucking, take Russian people and split their heads open with my bare hands. I haven't said any of that kind of shit. I haven't said if I ever see Eric Nagel, I'm gonna shit in his fucking stomach. I haven't said any of that fucking shit. I leave people alone.
In his stomach. What does that even mean?
I'm gonna fucking cut a hole. I'm gonna cut a hole in his stomach and then sit on him like his stomach is a fucking toilet bowl.
I thought you were talking about scat porn, like something like that.
No, you cut a hole in someone and you pretend that's the toilet bowl. While they're still alive, they're watching you bend into them and shit in their stomach while they're still alive. He's like, oh God,
Well, that's a way to go.
Now listen.
Yes.
So you think, am I in the right with this Dan Patrick situation, or am I in the wrong?
I think you're in the right to feel frustrated about the fact that it seems like time and time again, other people are just stealing your bits, or if anything, it's flattering. It's flattering, but it's also frustrating.
It's flattering until, it's flattering when I don't, but it's not flattering when I don't get paid. Like
right.
When I am, and again, either they're stealing or I'm just so fucking great that everything I do is first, and then people do it. Sort of like the way Jay Moore, did the first best Christopher Walken impression, and then 8 million people on the planet Earth do Christopher Walken, and they don't even realize that it was Jay Moore's brilliant impression that they're actually stealing from. They're just fucking doing it. But with me, it's the same thing. I fucking beat everyone to the punch. I come up with great fucking shit before they do. And then it's like, so it's either coincidence. So either way, you're either stealing from me or I'm just better than you, doing shit fast and first before you are. Pete Holmes.
So you know what?
Simmons.
You know what sucks though?
Dan Patrick. Sorry, go ahead.
How can you lay claim to such ideas? Like, that's not a thing, is it? Like, the intellectual property of things? I
looked it up when Pete Holmes legitimately stole the Blanca sketch. Listen. In 2012, I did a sketch, a fucking sketch where Blanca was in an office setting. Actually, it was The Office, the NBC show. But the whole point was, wouldn't it be funny for Blanca, at this point, it was a 20-year-old obscure goddamn video game character. Yeah. It's not like people were sitting around playing Super Nintendo and playing Street Fighter 2. The game was popular in 1992. This was 2012. It was 20 years old. It was very obscure. I do the fucking Blanca in a goddamn fucking thing. 1 week later, there's Blanca trying to get a job, corporate setting on fucking MTV. His fucking thing gets 250,000 views, and my thing gets, 5,000, whatever. And it's like, oh, look at this. This is the best sketch ever. That one time, I did complain. I complained to MTV. I showed them the timeline. I said, this is bullshit. And you know what happened? 2 weeks later, Pete Holmes' show was off the air. Fact.
It got his show off the air?
Off the air. Now,
so you were the original canceller.
Yeah,
I'm actually pissed at myself because obviously if they took him off the air, it's not a coincidence. I called him out. My thing got retweeted. People are like, oh, this guy's stealing from this Eastside Dave actually came up with the bit. And this Pete Holmes fuckface stole it.
Wow.
And
I was wondering who started the cancel culture. Now I know.
And it was me.
It was you, David. Once again, the first. And everyone since has been a fucking ripoff.
Right?
Look at this. Look at this. Flutesy, did you know that on April 23rd, I have to take on WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. USA Tony Atlas, in a bodybuilding pose off where we're going to pose and the crowd will determine the winner. Look at what Tony fucking Atlas has got in store.
Shit. Wait a minute.
You people think I've been fucking around? Since I fucking left Compound Media, I've been training since I left Compound Media, like the fucking guy in Cape Fear. I've been training in case I see a couple people again, and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of them.
Now show him your other arm, David.
Oh my God. It's catching up.
Good symmetry, brother.
Right?
Good shit. And you look a little bit like a skinhead, so it works out. You know, you're very menacing.
Looking tough. Yeah.
You look tough. David. That's what I mean. Like, you look a little tough.
Like you should be on a dock floating some shit.
Now, Flutesy, I know you're a Yankees fan.
Well, you know, depending who we're talking about, but sure.
No, but I mean, overall, you're more of a Yankees fan.
Yeah. Over the Mets, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you're from the Bronx, for Christ's sake.
We're gonna leave that to Bo, you know.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is yesterday, the Yankees were on Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, and they had an alternate broadcast. K-Rod, Michael K, and Alex Rodriguez, because the Manning cast, where Eli Manning and Peyton Manning did an alternate telecast, basically from their houses, and it was very chill, and they would get celebrities and shit on.
Nice.
Yeah. It was great. So ESPN, just like every other soulless corporation, they have some success. Now let's clone it a zillion times until it's like really awful and you've just destroyed your own fucking property. But anyway, that's what they're doing. So after the success of the Manning cast, Michael K and A-Rod do the K-Rod cast. Holy shit. Was this thing the worst thing I've ever seen ever?
Worse.
They sat next to each other like Siskel and Ebert, at the movies. There was nothing cool about it. Like, they didn't have like a cool room or give them reclining. It's supposed to be two guys hanging out watching the ball game. So, but there was no like reclining chair. There was no fun set. There was nothing. Fucking Michael K's wearing a suit jacket. Roy, have we ever watched something together? Do I wear a fucking blazer? No,
that's me. I wear the blazer.
My point is, when people hang out at home and are watching the ball game, no one wears a blazer or a fucking suit coat. No one wears a jacket.
Aren't they usually in underwear?
If they're by them,
why do you got to make it dirty all the time?
I mean,
what do you mean? You said at home watching TV.
With friends, you fucking psycho.
I misunderstood the scenario. I thought maybe they were close,
I know that you're a model, Flutesy, but I don't think you just hang out with your friends in your underwear, do you?
Well, not usually. Depends how close we are, you know what I mean?
Oh, my Lord, Roy. This has become very salacious.
Hey, Flutesy.
Friends with Fiona Apple or something.
Flutesy, you doing anything later? You want to hang out?
Robert, please.
You're not that close, Robert. Shut up.
And Roy, have you noticed that Robert's voice comes in like the voice of God during the show?
No picture, nothing.
Am I the only one rewatching these on YouTube to make sure that they're okay? And I watched it on YouTube. It was like the Truman Show when Ed Harris speaks to Jim Carrey at the end of the movie From the Moon. He's like, Truman,
my God.
No, this is the point of the K-Rod thing. First of all, it was fucking terrible.
Go ahead.
This is the best thing. Yeah, so I go I'm going to get high. I'm going to smoke some weed and see if, that'll make this more pleasant experience. As I'm doing this, our good friend, don't say anything about where he works, but our good friend Sean says, he texts me and he says, what the fuck is this K-Rod podcast? He didn't realize that it was ESPN 2 and he had a regular broadcast on ESPN. So I go, it's a regular thing. But then I try to joke, Roy. I want you to keep in mind, this is the joke. It's so bad because I was so high. I can't even, Sean said it was bad. I wrote, it's just terrible. Kay and A-Rod are Schitzel and Roydberg.
What does that even mean?
That was supposed to be their like Siskel and Ebert.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm with you so far.
Because of how it looked. Because basically they were like sitting like next to each other in two comfy chairs, but it looked very odd. It looked like, you know, it had a distinct Siskel and Ebert look. But Schitzel and Roydberg. Sean, though I can't say it. Sean was so upset. He understood and he said, "Thank you for explaining. I thought it was two of Roy's uncles."
By the way, you could say Sean. You could say Sean. No, we all know who he is. Don't worry, it's okay. He's fine with us using his name on the air.
He is.
Yeah, no problem.
That's on you then.
Yeah, his name. I said his name.
If I get some fucking angry Sean text, how about we call him? How about for a code name? We can also call him Watcher Sean because he was on the Watcher.
That's not a bad idea. I like the way you. Yeah, that's a
What
idea.
doesn't he want to be broadcast?
Shut up! Why would we do that? Because if we fucking tell you, because we're on the air. So then if we fucking tell you, we just broadcast it.
I'm not going to fall from that 2 episodes.
I know. Oh, fuck. All right. So next one. Speaking of awful broadcasts, Katie Nolan. Flutesy, if Katie Nolan is doing Major League Baseball games, you could be too. She
Really?
is one of, oh my God. Katie Nolan is a person who really is, she's really cut out to be your morning, like Good Morning America, Today Show, and not even the main anchor, the entertainment news lady on the Today Show. That's what Katie Nolan should be doing, not Major League Broadcast.
Yeah.
Robert I just screenshot, just randomly, I just typed in Katie Nolan on Twitter to see if anyone else felt this way. There is one. Look at all these. I just took fucking screenshots, dude.
Oh, wow.
All of that. You have to understand. All of that are negative tweets. I couldn't even fucking get up. I can read some to you, right here. Right?
Really makes you want to kill yourself.
Oh my God, it's the worst.
You don't have to kill yourself. That's okay.
Katie Nolan is the worst broadcaster I've ever seen. I want to die. Chris Cole says, it's only been a few minutes. Katie Nolan is the worst person I've heard in the booth. Joe Johnson says, I've never understood the Katie Nolan hype. She's totally brutal. Danny Beardsley says, there's so many good female announcers. Why are they going with Katie Nolan? She's the worst. This woman, there's a woman who says, I'm a woman. And I think Katie Nolan is the biggest piece of shit, awful announcer I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
Here is Squirrel. Apparently, one of the things she was doing was calling guys hot. And like,
sounds like something.
Flutesy would have been more professional than this. She was like, she said about one of the ball players because he didn't have an undershirt. So she said his chest hair looked hot. And he should unbutton more of his buttons on his fucking jersey because she wants to see more chest hair.
Oh, wow.
This happened during the game. This isn't Twitter. Like, can you imagine fucking Mel Allen was calling like, hey, okay, it's Mel Allen for Valentine's beer. And I'm with Katie Nolan. And Katie, Mel, Derek Jeter's a piece of ass. I wouldn't mind sucking that biracial dick.
Damn.
Come on.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Right?
save it for Twitter and or not saying it at all. Like, what the fuck?
It's horrendous. Now, speaking of, there's more.
Horrendous?
There's more. So over the like people just being just shit. Tonight's theme is the fucking broadcasting in sports media sucks big elephant dicks. Truly, from Dan Patrick to Katie Nolan to now this fucking guy. This guy, Roy, the guy's name is Gil Brandt. Gil Brandt is 90 years old and somehow on SiriusXM. Hey, way to go, SiriusXM. That's staying nice and current. That's staying edgy. That's being creative and innovative. Go with 90 fucking year old Gil Brandt who, after quarterback Dwayne I don't know if you heard this story, but there was a former Washington, now current Steeler quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, just 24 years old.
Oh, I did see.
Yeah, he somehow killed. He was walking on the side of a highway and he was killed by someone. They're not sure why he was walking, but some people think his car may have been out of gas. So he's walking on the side of the road because he had a car. He's walking and he gets killed. It was a terrible, tragic accident. He was expected to compete for the Steelers job against Mitchell Trubisky, and Mike Tomlin was high on him. There was people from Ohio State who knew him, said he was this just tremendous kid, a good guy, good kid. And yet this 90-year-old Gil Brandt could only think about football. And these players wonder why they feel sometimes, like they make the slaves analogy, or they do this, or they just feel like property. They just feel like, fucking horses, Well, it's guys like Gil Brandt that do that. Robert, you wouldn't happen to.
Got to know the young man a little bit, but also from a scouting standpoint, you analyzed him over the years at Ohio State and coming into league with the Washington Commanders and then going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, it's a terrible tragedy, and what wanted your thoughts on that, and also on the player, because you did chronicle his career very closely.
Well, Dan, I hate anytime anybody is killed or anybody dies. But he was a guy that was living to be dead, so to speak. They told him don't under any circumstances.
Well, I mean,
he blamed the guy who got hit by a car while he was walking, possibly simply because his car was out of gas. He was living to be dead. What else does 90-year-old Gil Brandt of SiriusXM have to say?
Has he met Stephen Lou?
That's living to be dead. No doubt about it. Gil Brandt, you want to see living to be dead. Forget about Dwayne Haskins. Stephen Lewis. Let's hear more. Let's hear more about Gil Brandt. It almost sounds like it's a struggle for him to talk.
And what wanted your thoughts on that, and also on the player, because you did chronicle.
Well, Dan, I hate anytime anybody is killed or anybody dies. But he was a guy that was living to be dead, so to speak. They told him don't under any circumstances leave school early. You just don't have the work habits. You don't have this. You don't have that.
Lazy.
Left school early.
Lazy.
I always can remember this. We invited players to the draft, and he was one of the players we invited to the draft. And we were told no. We're going to have our own party. His own party was a party at the bowling alley, charged him $50 to get into the bowling alley for his party. It was always something,
Could he cry if he wanted to, Dave?
Oh my God.
That's all we needed. So let's go through that. He was living to be dead. He was lazy. Did you hear the old guy talk about work ethic? And finally, he was a fucking chiseler who paid people during his celebration party to make in the NFL. He charged people $50 to attend his NFL celebration party at a bowling alley. That's all the stuff that Gil Brandt had to say mere hours after this 24-year-old was tragically killed. SiriusXM, that's a great job. And fucking how old is Gil? I mean, I know he's 90. That's who you choose? What was the... it was always something with the black guy. He wanted compensation too. You know what we thought was, you play the fucking football, you goddamn spoiled brat. Play the fucking football and then we'll get you a nice hotel. But apparently he wanted money too. And the other thing he wants is freedom. I said to him, if we draft you, you're somewhat free from September to January. But in February, I lock you up in my basement in a cage. I don't let your black ass out until football season, so you can't go running around bowling. The other thing, this guy all he wants is stuff. One time he goes, "You got any water?" I go, "Look at this entitled spoiled brat. Well, he was asking me. I go, when I was your age, I never drank anything. I would crush up cheese, liquefy it, and drink that. And yeah, he's asking me about stuff, and he's talking about it. And just Dwayne Haskins is like, and then one time I go, listen, if you don't throw for 30 fucking touchdowns this year, okay, I got a noose with your goddamn fucking name on it, and I got a big fucking oak tree that's been around for 300 years. I probably hung about 15 of your ancestors on it.
Oh my God. Is this old guy?
Yes. By the way, Flutesy, that was called a character. I was Gil Brandt in that scenario. Since you're confused, sadly, I feel like I have to now
you
say.
had a stroke.
No, I'm just
called
saying.
911.
See, Flutesy, believe it or not, I do these little characters from time to time and sketches and bits. So, but since you're confused now,
I just gotta make sure to clarify for the internet. You know what I mean?
All right, since you're confused, to make it absolutely clear, that was a character of Gil Brandt.
Okay, very good.
What happened exactly? You thought is Robert right? You thought he became like Jim Ross? I got fucking the goddamn stroke on half my face all of a sudden. Turned into the fucking cowboy, the wrestling announcing cowboy.
I mean, David,
Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's actually kind of similar to Jim Ross, though. My Gil Brandt. Now that I think about it, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh my God! Hold on, I got something. For you.
Here it comes.
I never know what kind of drugs happens.
Oh my God! I gotta say one thing about this Dwayne Haskins. This young man is one lazy little piece of shit. I mean, I don't know why he was walking around on the goddamn highway. Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna stun Dwayne Haskins and Stone Cold. That's who you think I am, Jim Ross.
Yes.
Thank you.
I do.
That's a compliment. Now, that's Phil, what is his name? Gil Brandt. Meanwhile, my arch nemesis, Adam Schefter, another piece of shit ESPN fucking moron, who I compare to Scott Templeton from The Wire. Do you remember the show The Wire? In season 5, they had this journalist who just bullshitted and made up everything, and it was a total scumbag. That's Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter is the Scott Templeton of ESPN. Every time I've tweeted that out 3 times. Every time I tweet it out, just one motherfucker who's never heard of me in my entire life retweets it and fucking likes the tweet. Because he is Scott Templeton. Adam Schefter is Scott Templeton. So this is what Adam Schefter has to say. I don't know if, Robert, you have that tweet. If you don't, I can read it.
A little bit, but also from a scouting standpoint, you
forget about that.
Him over the years at Ohio State.
Forget about the audio, Robert.
The Washington Commanders and
audio.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Robert!
Obviously, it's a terrible tragedy.
Is Robert not listening to us? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we don't need the Gil Brandt audio was back. But look.
Yeah. I had my mic muted because I just was working on it to get it done for you, Dave, man. So sorry it took a second or two, buddy,
No, the audio.
Robert!
I could call Drew for you. We could get him.
Just stop. The audio was bleeding is all I'm saying. I didn't need the fucking audio.
I wish I was as good as Drew.
Robert,
I'm gonna keep working someday, Dave.
No casting.
You can never, as much as I can compliment this young man, literally 99,999 times out of 100,000 and make one little observation. And you might be the most.
His world crumbles. I know.
Your world crumbled.
No. I think you're misunderstanding. It's the voice of God thing. Really, I'm just being like Dave. I'm sorry. I know you're used to a smoother.
Oh, he's the voice of God. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I think it's coming across as me being sarcastic, but literally, I'm sorry. Drew will have these issues, but I'm gonna talk to him and we'll make sure we don't.
Why have you brought up? Why are you bringing up Drew? I've got no desire to ever work at that organization again. So there's no reason to bring up Drew. I love Drew. I love Garrett.
Drew too, and Garrett.
So don't bring them up. I mean, I'll bring them up if I want to because it's my life. But I haven't even brought up Drew. I'm bringing up you piece of shit.
Well, I'm gonna go jog on a highway at night.
Please don't do that. That's what.
Please do not do that.
Robert, don't go.
This is what Adam Schefter wrote. Dwayne Haskins, a standout at Ohio State, before struggling to catch on the Washington and Pittsburgh, died this morning. So Adam Schefter as well. He can't just say a young fucking quarterback tragically was killed and died at the age of 24. Instead, he has to call out the fact that he struggled to catch on with Washington and Pittsburgh in the NFL. He failed as a football player.
That's crazy.
Schefter later deleted that tweet, but I screenshot.
All right, guys, wait, hold on. I'm genuinely curious. God forbid one day I'm going to pass away, right? But I mean, it's going to happen. So pretend I'm dead. What would you guys say about me?
Oh my God. She was a nice woman. She was a nice woman. Yeah. She did one time let a stranger put cocaine on her bosoms in the bathroom in New York City and snort said cocaine, and she did not know this man. And this is a true story for all of Flutesy's family and loved ones. Just know that happened. And that's what I would say. I would have it written down. I go, just know this isn't made up. She did this one time.
Are you fucking kidding me? This is what you're going to say.
Yes, Lord. Can I get a titty bumps from the audience?
Unbelievable.
I mean, if Robert's going to, that would be perfect. If he and Roy are in the section and they start doing titty bumps, and then I'm up here, we could choreograph this well.
Oh yeah,
with Robert and Roy chanting titty bumps, and I'm trying to do the speech. Or even more. How about this? How about I pretend like I'm trying to do a loving speech, and then Robert and Roy are just interrupting with titty bumps chants.
And then everyone else around is going to be like, what does this mean? Like, what's happening?
Start with me paying the choir to sing cocaine. And they're just going to hear
white lies.
She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. And then the whole chorus.
Cocaine, yeah. All right. You want cocaine? Do you want cocaine or do you want white lines?
Me?
Yeah, what song do you want?
I mean, preferably neither, but apparently I can't do anything once I'm gone, so I'm gonna leave that to you.
Roy's gonna play a little white lines for you. Roy, why don't you sing? We'll step back while you give us a little music.
White lines.
That's it? That's it? I wanted you to keep going. Yeah, I was into it.
I don't know the words. I wish I knew the words.
All right.
I'll put that one together for sure.
So, but back to Adam Schefter, I just want to say, piece of garbage. Okay, Shefty, piece of garbage. You, Adam Schefter, are a piece of garbage, and that's why you, my friend, are also on the Scheiße. Oh, the one that we despise. I don't have to sit here and let sports media destroy my athletes who I love. I always like the athletes. The Dan Patricks, the Katie Nolans, the Adam Schefters, the Gil Brandts. They can suck an elephant dick. Sting that, Roy. Thank you. Flutesy, everyone knows of your beauty and your talent.
No.
But do they also know of your flute playing ability? I hope so, because right now we're going to play a game, and I had originally given Flutesy a song to do. And she said, in typical Flutesy, problem child, diva fashion, Roy, she couldn't go along with the program and do the song that I requested. She just decided to change it up on her own. However, it's a happy accident because it now allows me to play. I was just going to have you versus Robert.
Oh, great. So the three of us.
Three of us will now play. Whoever can guess the song wins.
Is there any hints before she starts? I mean,
there's no hints because I don't know it. I'll just.
Is it one?
I'll give you the hints. Okay, 1992. It's a baseball movie.
Major League.
We don't do it before the fucking song. Come on, it's called a show. We're doing a show here.
I wonder if I should give you like one of the main actors because he's pretty famous and
No,
so I'm not. I'm gonna wait. If you need.
I already have an idea, but.
All right, guys, ready?
Go.
I can't hear it. All right.
It's like the beginning of it.
All right.
Do you hear it?
I think I know. Robert, you can guess first.
The main title of the movie.
Major League.
All right, Robert's going with Major League. All right, don't say anything, Flutesy. We all have to guess first.
Okay.
Roy.
Honestly, I didn't recognize the melody, but you said baseball movie in 1992. So I don't know a lot of baseball movies around that time frame, but maybe The Natural, or is that too early?
The Natural?
What?
Okay. Roy says The Natural.
Okay.
Flutesy, the name of the film, in my personal opinion, because I do know baseball movies, because I am not just the sports master, I'm also the sports movie master.
You already say it now in the middle of the game?
Yeah,
With
go
my
ahead.
competitor?
Yeah, go
Sports
ahead.
movie master! Sports movie master! You're the one that we sports movie after!
Thank you. Yes, I always want you to do it. If I go like that. Now listen.
On cue. Yeah.
Now listen. Here's the movie. 1992, Field of Dreams.
Oh!
So you're all wrong.
What?
You're all
I was
wrong.
positive I was right. All right, hold on. Don't tell me. 1992, I was sure that was going to be. Wait. What did I say? Did I say Field of Dreams?
A Field of Dreams.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
That
meant
was the song I had requested from you.
right. That's true.
All right, hold on. 1992. I'm sorry. That was in my head. 1992, League of Their Own.
Ah, you got it right.
Yes!
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. That
Yes!
doesn't count.
Yes!
No, that's crazy. You got it right.
Wow. All right, David. I'll give you
That's
that one.
crazy.
Yeah.
1992, Tom Hanks.
How the hell did you
Tom
recognize?
Hanks.
Did you actually recognize the melody, or you just knew the movie?
Hey, Tony Atlas. This is what you got going to you, April 23rd, motherfucker, Tony Atlas. I knew it because of 1992. That's why I said she shouldn't give another hint, because she was going to say Tom Hanks.
Oh, damn, you're good.
The
Tom
Natural,
Hanks.
I believe, came out in 84-ish.
I knew it was 80s.
And
That was
Major
like,
League was either 88 or 89. One of those 2 years.
But I just assumed Charlie Sheen, cocaine, Flutesy, cocaine.
Good point.
I have no connection
Good
with
point.
cocaine, okay?
No,
Robert's
you
right.
can't
For the
once
record.
let Charlie Sheen do cocaine off your titties in a bathroom.
And she got the AIDS, baby. She
What?
got the
Can you not
AIDS.
wish this? Can you not wish this for me?
Um,
I'll never wish this for me.
All right. I have something that I'm actually serious about, and I want your opinions about.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I just
Okay.
discovered that somehow in Monmouth County, New Jersey, where I live,
yeah.
there is an 1860s old-timey baseball league, and they need players.
Oh, they wear the leather caps kind of thing?
That's football. But they do dress old school with the big floppy uniforms, the more vintage hats. But you also you have to use the vintage equipment. The old school bats, the balls that had like no carry to them, old school gloves and whatnot. So
Well, what happens if they check your blood and they see that you've been
Juicing.
juicing there, David? Is that allowed in the 1800s league?
baby, the only juice I've been doing is fucking Guinness. Come on, daddy. That's the only
my God.
juice. But question for you guys.
Yes.
I went to their Facebook page and it says always looking for players. You don't even have to play every game. I said, maybe I can join the team for a couple games in the spring. Should I be doing it? But more importantly, will anyone be supporting me? For instance,
I will.
via
can do
cameras.
I'm
And
not going to go to the hospital in case you get hit because you got no real equipment, but I
You'll
support you
support.
otherwise.
would you actually though go to you wouldn't watch the game? It would be in Monmouth County.
Oh, I
New
would.
Jersey.
Is it broadcast like on the internet or what's this? You got to go and like nothing is
Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Highly doubt
I
it.
went to the website and I'm pretty sure it was made by like an AOL person from 1996. It's a very bare,
That
even their
Flutesy Ticketmaster link.
their Facebook page has got about 28 followers. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
I am following them though. I did start following them. And I am seriously considering it, But then I thought, if it's not documented, no one's going to believe me. And if it's not documented, no one's going to believe that when I do go there, you know that I'll get like fucking 4 or 5 home runs. I'm going to fucking kick ass. I'm telling you straight up. I will dominate that league. I will dominate.
It's probably going to be as documented as the actual game was back in 1860, right? So
yeah,
it's pretty much. And honestly, you already got the mustache, so you're halfway there. All you need is a bat.
They got the bats. They got all the equipment.
Well, then you're in, baby. Welcome to the team.
So you're. And would you come down to Monmouth County and watch this game if I did it?
I would do it. Roy and I will take a drive.
I would, if you wanted the support of your friends, I would certainly be there.
I would want the support of the. Time out, Flutesy.
Who? Sign and everything.
Who is going with you? You said a name.
Huh?
You said Brian and I will go down.
Roy.
Oh, Roy. I thought you had said Brian, and I thought.
I could find a Brian off the street and take him too. It's not a problem.
That's unnecessary. I'm not looking you to get kidnapped and murdered. Don't be a good
Brian. Is your name Brian? No. Okay, never mind.
The way New York City is these days, Flutesy, that sounds like a very bad idea to go up to strangers and be like, "Want to come with me to a baseball game?" One thing, don't kill me, okay?
Hey, I have a question. Do you like baseball? Okay, I don't really, but I need you to like it, and we're gonna go. We're gonna support my friend.
Oh my God!
Why not?
Well, David, yes. In answer to your question, we will all be there to support you if you want to join this league, and I don't see anything wrong with it. It seems healthy enough.
All right, good. So I might actually do this. I think the games are in June or something. Well, I think that's it. Robert, anything?
The voice of God. Where are you?
Voice of God.
The voice of God.
I think we about nailed it, Dave, man. Here's one thought I did have, though, with NASCAR season coming back in full swing and people trying to reinvigorate the sport. I blew a tire and had to change it in the middle of Harlem. Like, pull off the highway I was on and change it in Harlem. And I just thought how fun it would be if they did NASCAR in, like, the ghetto with congested traffic. So you're not only racing with traffic, but then you have to change tires amongst gunshots and heroin needles.
NASCAR Street. NASCAR Streets. You just call it NASCAR Streets, and yet you come up with all kinds to do.
I'm gonna hit up PlayStation. We could bring that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this GTA or something?
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea in any way, shape, or form.
NASCAR Streets.
NASCAR Streets. I love it.
Don't
worry, Robert. It's a great idea, and you'll be seeing it on the Dan Patrick Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Dave, did you notice how his producer also stole the old "We didn't run the bit past Fez" or the other producers holding my genius bit back from you too?
I couldn't. I hated everything about that little fat fuck who I know. So he even presented it in a way that I know that he was familiar with what I was doing for 6 years and hundreds of those things, and to just be like, you get what it's like a stupid monologue, a gratuitous monologue. It's like you fucking fuck, Dan Patrick, you should be ashamed of yourself. And you know what, East Side Davidians and all the dogsies out there, why not start calling some of these people out on my behalf? I appreciate John Pine and others always sending me the videos and clips. I appreciate that, especially on DM, or send me the link to the tweet, because, hey, I want to call them out right here. But they should be called out by you guys as well online. If you're seeing the shenanigans, say you fucking thieves and tweet at Dan Patrick.
I agree. I'll do that for you. I mean, I know nothing about sports, but should I ever come across anything, I'll be like, you know what? Even if I'm wrong, I'll still defend you. I'll still be like, you know what? That was Dave's. They're going to be like, what are you talking about? But like, no, it was his.
Yes.
Right?
Where can we be seeing you next, Flutesy? And by the way, this is not just a one-time appearance. You'll be appearing multiple times on this program.
I know. I've been feeling so removed. And you know, it's funny, like, you know, I've been saying forever that I want to do my own show, blah, blah, blah. And I had so many hangups and I haven't started it, or I half started it and whatever. But you know what? Eventually I'll get there. It's the ADHD, you know, like the brain. But like, I'll get on this track and then we'll do it. We'll do a show of my own this year. You know what? I'm going to say this year with no prospective date. It doesn't matter. I don't even have a title. I mean, I'm working on it, but whatever.
I'd like to point out that the Davey Mac Sports audience just saw a crazy woman have a conversation with herself. on the air just now.
Who's that? Me?
You were talking, and then you started to argue with yourself, and then you started to debate yourself, and then you started to motivate yourself and say, you should get to, and then you said, okay, this year I'm going to be doing it.
This year, we'll see. And then I'll let you all know for all the updates about anything I ever have to say and do. Just go to my Instagram, Luisa La Divisi.
And she's at Flutesy on Twitter too.
At Flutesy on Twitter. That's true.
But
in
Instagram
my bio,
is your big
tree link. Huh?
Instagram is your big thing?
Yeah, I'm mostly on it. I mean, I haven't tweeted in so long. I mean, maybe I'll go back there and tweet, but it's just kind of like, what am I going to tweet? Maybe photos of my butt. What?
Well, Flutesy, thank you. Roy, anything?
Well, David, I had such a shitty opening line for you. I thought maybe if you'd allow me to make it up for you in the closing. Would you give me that opportunity, David?
Yes, I will. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Davey Mac Sports, good night.
That's the closer.
What'd you think?
Good night.
I think it was not a It was short. It was a little bit. Right. Robert, any final thoughts, parting words?
If you enjoy the thoughts of the voice of God, make sure you check out the Pat Oates show as well. It's the POS show. I co-host it with him. We do news stories. It's nothing like this. So it's not like if you enjoy this, you'll enjoy that. But if you like musings like me, you'll enjoy it.
All right. Well, I guess.
No, I thought the voice of God thing would have been a compliment. Did you like being?
Yeah, I like that. I just meant like, it's not like a diet version of the Eastside Dave show or the Davey Mac Sports Program or anything in your universe. What you do is so unique, and with everybody being accused of ripping you off, I want to make it very clear.
I want to watch that show. I'm going to watch that show.
Yeah, I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you very much for your comment.
Bobby, have me as a guest on. What do you talk about?
We do news stories and decide who the POS is in the story. A piece of shit.
Oh,
I think you would have a blast.
Very opinionated. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Could you stop talking about another fucking program while I'm simply trying to end my goddamn show this week? Could that please happen? Could the focus be on the Dave, man?
That's true. Well, Bobby texted me.
You just said thank you, Bobby. I want to say thank you, Dave, because bringing back the Davey Mac Sports Program is back. Brought back my vitality for life. So what you do, you're a star, baby. We all love you.
See, that's a nice thing. These are things they said. Now, listen, I'm being dead serious. We're now, I got we had the iTunes Davey Mac Sports stream reactivated. Well, we just got the Stitcher original Davey Mac Sports feed on Stitcher. That's been reactivated. All these shows are automatically going there. They're also on Amazon Music. You go to Amazon Music, you go to the podcast section, type in Davey Mac Sports. Boom, they're all there. Again, youtube.com/EastsideDaveTV. If you want to watch the show, you get to watch the show on YouTube. They're all there. We're thinking of doing some Patreon things, some specials, and some bonuses. We're going to be working on those things as well. But reignite things. And for all the news and coverage, EastsideDaveCountry.com is still the place to go. I got to thank Flutesy for our special guest star tonight. Phenomenal. Roy Harter, as always, bringing the pain, bringing the music. I love it. One of the worst introductions of all time, but still, it doesn't matter. Robert Tamburo, Robert O, the voice of God.
The voice of God.
And to all those, thank you for watching. Davey Mac Sports. Good night, everybody.